This is a funny story.
We're going to be damning the, oh, well, welcome our guest. Here he is.
Hey,
Always wonderful as usual, Mr. Rosko. We're back to Nerd Dads after a 2 week hiatus.
Yes.
Health issues and those damn English coming over to America. We're being thankful for that, I guess. Yeah, whatever. But yeah, so we're just getting into some good stuff backstage, and we're like, all right, let's save it for. We're saving.
Yeah. Basically, Roscoe was telling us how he once fractured his tailbone. So, would you take it from there?
Or
okay.
Should I say how we segued into your tailbone?
Tell him the segue into this because
Okay, so Roscoe had went to the doctor, and he's ready to get a test, which involves a needle. And the doctor's all nonchalant about it, giving him, the Buddy Christ finger guns. Let's get ready. And then he says, don't finger gun me, man. You're about to stick something in my body. And I says, you know what? When you get older, my bro, it's going to take on a whole nother meaning.
Yep.
And here we are.
So I'm like, okay, well, I said I've been there already because all right, I fractured my tailbone, and shit sucked, man. Let me tell you. And so what happened was I'm at the doctor's and they're like, okay, so we need to do one more test on you, and I'm like, okay, and they're like, this is like once I heard this, my face turned white as a ghost. Like I literally was just like, because they go, all right, we're gonna have to stick my finger into your butt and see if you shit, right? And I'm like, what? And they're like, because by fracturing the tailbone, you can throw off, I guess, the sphincter or whatever.
You can rupture your colon.
And I'm sorry. I was gonna wait to start highlighting the comments, but this one is too good to not.
Oh, so I'm like, and they're like, but I'm like, okay, so what happens if that if you do it and it happens? And they're like, well, you honestly are probably gonna have to wear a diaper for the rest of your life. And I said,
oh wow,
I'm sorry, what did you just tell me this? So I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, so I'm going into this already like, all right, I'm getting a finger in my butt. That sucks.
Yeah, you don't even get to enjoy
I don't want
that.
I know it's not even a Nicky 9.5, which but so I'm already like, I don't like that already. Like, I'm all right. Well, that sucks. I don't want a finger in my butt. But then you're like, well, if it happens, then guess what? You have to wear a diaper for the rest. And I'm like, I don't want either of these things to happen to me. But at least, thank God, the first one was all that was all I got. So, but let me tell you something. Fracturing my tailbone was just crazy, and that's how I was able to watch the whole Game of Thrones. By the way.
Oh, so I was going to ask exactly how old were you when this happened? So it wasn't so long ago because you watched all of Game of Thrones. So it was like what, 4 years ago?
We're looking at probably 6 years ago. Because it was, I saw it up until like I guess the finals, when the final season was. Like I was able to see that live, but I saw all of it like leading up to that. So, but yeah, I think it was 6 years ago, right? What year is this?
2022 for a little bit, and then we're in 20.
Yeah. So, yeah, and you know what? Okay, so what was? I don't. If you want to know how I did this, by the way, I don't know if you want to ask, but
yeah, that was a following question.
I was on a I was just on a freaking like a computer chair, and but I was on like a concrete area, and all of a sudden I like just lean back a little bit, and the thing snaps, right?
No.
And it just goes shoot, and the thing literally like scooted so fast underneath me that it kind of like propelled my giant ass up. So I was like, whoa, and then I just come down, boom, like. I'm a big dude. I mean, I'm about 6'1". I'm like 350 pounds. I'm a big mamma jam. Look out. And so all this weight just coming down, and I was just like, right, yo. So all of a sudden, I'm like sitting there, and I'm like, oh, my back, right, my back is bleeding, right. The chair, when it broke, stabbed me, cut me right up my whole back. Just so I'm sitting there, yo, and I'm like, oh, right. I'm a big dude, so all these people are like, how do we help this?
What the fuck
this
do
guy's
we
big,
do?
man. I can't help this guy up, right? So, yo, it was wild. So anyway, needless to say, I fractured my tailbone and just sliced the shit out of my back, and yeah, good times, man.
Thanks for sharing, Rosko.
Did you
That brightens my day.
Yeah, Brian, for sure. Yeah, I mean, and it's one of those things. Is like, what do? You can't. Were you in a full body cast?
No, not at all. No, it's no. They just
suffer through.
Yeah, you have to suffer through it. Yeah, it's literally like a on my stomach the whole like all the time. Maybe on my side, but I
finger up your butt.
Finger in my butt. No, but I literally was on the couch, and so what happened is I kind of was like propped up and laying like on the side so I can like watch TV like that. But most of the time I was on my stomach, man, and that sucked, man. But
golly,
yeah, it sucks. It still sucks to this day. Like literally, if I'm just sitting for a while, unless I have like a really nice cushion, I could still like a while. I'll be like, okay, all right, but. That's like only one of my. Dude, I've had so many injuries in my life. It's insane, man. It's unbelievable.
Do you have? I was thinking about this recently. I don't know why, because I'm a doom thinker. But do you have a plan if something bad happens with all the things that had happened to you? Okay, if this happens, then I do this. Then I have something prepared, some contingency plan. I don't know. It's a dark conversation, but I don't know. It triggered my thought.
Do I have wait? I'm just trying to figure this out. Do I have I'm trying to understand. What do you mean? Like, do I have like a plan if anything bad happens to me?
If you break, I don't know, your tailbone again, what would you do? Do you have a plan of, okay, if this happens again, or this kind of accident happens again, I need to do this to avoid what happened in the first instance? Because, for example, once I broke my kneecap, in a motorcycle accident, and I was on a full leg brace for, I don't know, a month and a half, whatever. And that changed my whole position while walking, sitting. So if that happened again, I would need to do something different. Or, I don't know, I would spend the whole time laying down, because that's what they told me to do, and I wouldn't care to listen to the doctor, because I'm an asshole.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. There's like, and I've done things in my life where, like, I broke my leg, I broke my ankle, my tibia, my fibula, and my growth plate all at the same time, playing football.
Fuck that.
Yeah, that was. Let me tell you something. It was a cast from my toes to my balls. It was unreal. Like, but anyway, but that again was. That was a time I was playing football, so
yeah,
I planned in my head. I was like, but again, I really can't.
For example, I would go, no more football for me. Fuck that. That's what happened. I couldn't play football anymore. That injury really messed me up, and gave me like bad sciatic problems, and like it would cut off the circulation to my leg. But if it didn't happen that way, if you had the accident but didn't have all the consequences, would you still play football?
Oh, 100%. Well, if I could, I would. There's no doubt.
Okay.
That was
I had chip fractured and ruptured a tendon in my right ankle playing basketball. This was 1995. I did it. Went up in the air, landed on a guy's foot, and my ankle went like this. And I felt a little pop. I felt blood going somewhere where it's never been before. And then like the next 2 or 3 days, like my ankle was black and blue. And I didn't go to the doctor for like 3 days until I knew I couldn't walk. And they were like, all right, this is what you did. 6 to 8 weeks, you're in a cast. And I still play to this day, but that's always in my head.
Oh, yeah. There's
30
no doubt.
years. Yeah, almost 30 years from that point, and I still think about it. So psychologically, it's...
You're a little more
Why do we
cautious.
do? Yeah, I mean, for example, I hear you. Why would they do that? And then I remember I just came back from a trip and find out that my water tank was spilling water like a fountain. So I had to go up to the roof and check it out. You know, and I had never been in the roof of this house because it's really high. And then when I went, it started raining, and I said, "Why am I here? Why am I here?" And I hanged onto the tiles, and I said, "Why am I doing this? I could pay someone to do this."
Yes.
But it required some waiting on my part, and I wasn't going to wait because it sounded like it was raining, so I needed to do something. Could you please, any of you, say something? Because I think I lost audio, like always, again.
Okay.
You hear me?
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I lost you.
Yeah.
Here I go. See you in a bit.
We'll wait for Ignacio to come back. And I don't know how we segue from anal probing to construction accidents, but yeah, I guess that's the allure of two nerd dads. And yeah, we just go right from that to audio issues. No, the math doesn't work out. Math doesn't work out that way. I was 22 going on 23 at that time. A long time ago. Yeah, maybe. Let's just say hello while we're waiting for Ignacio again. We'll say hello, James. Good to see you. The winningest man in the comic book community.
Right?
Queen Meme herself. Miss So, how are you? TM, I hope you have watched the new Battle Beast Transformers movie trailer. I just caught up with it when I hopped in the show.
Same here. I sent it to him too.
It looked pretty good.
Yeah.
People crap on that series, but Michael Bay is going to be some good stuff to watch. Mr. Beckerman, hello. Brian, CBCA Awards this weekend.
Yes.
Now let's see who else. And of course, Mr. Circumstances. Mr. FOMO himself, Remy Q. I'm a little bit rusty. Let's see. Dale. Hello, Dale.
What up, Dale?
Yeah, I saw Giancarlo and William Shatner going to Planet Comic Con. Are you going to any cons this year? Are you going to try to make it any cons?
I think I'm trying. Well, actually, I am going to be in. I'm going to go to MegaCon in Orlando. I already have a ticket for Thursday. Someone bought it for me because they wanted to go, and they're like, "Hey, yeah, I want to go." I was like, "Well, hell yeah!" And then John's Comics with Kids said he was going to be there, and I was
really?
like, "What?" Yeah, John's going to be there too.
Right,
so I was like, "No way!"
So. Yeah. And it just tells you the kind of person this guy is. He doesn't even come in to say hello. He just comes in and starts shitting on people. Tries to shit on people.
What up, Flo?
And yeah, if I do come to New York, we'll see if that's going to hold true, Mr. Flo. Why are any of us here? Why are any of us here, Tron?
It's true.
Trying to figure that out. Yes. Tonight on the hot seat, Gary B., Digger Jim interviewing one of my favorite people, Deuce Comics. I hope they get to, they make him laugh a lot. I love when he laughs.
Yeah, I love his laugh. I was just about to say it,
If we can have him and you on at the same time,
right?
It's beautiful.
I love it. He's awesome. Great guy. I love when he's also with his wife too, when they do
it's a great dynamic. A great guy. Great addition. I got to get him back. He AOK'd me some really nice stuff, and I got to get him back. So.
Hello, I'm back.
Ignacio, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
That wasn't good.
Yeah, it was.
All right. It sounded because,
because I can hear it. Yeah, it's always good when I can hear you.
Okay. All right. So we waited for you to get back. We said hello to everybody. We segued from, like I said, anal probing to construction accidents, and maybe we'll just do the intro and we'll see where it takes us.
Okay.
Waited for you for the intro.
Thank you.
How you doing?
Yeah! Yeah!
Happened with these, and I do not know what the grade is yet, so we are going to find out together. Most likely a 9.8, but man, fingers crossed that it hits one of those higher numbers as well. So let's see. You get to see before I do. Let's see. Oh, yes! Yes! Oh my God! Yes! Yes!
You about to get plugged, dude.
Oh.
Yeah, about to get blood.
It brings a smile to my heart. Well, you know what, too?
Yeah.
That smug son of a bitch, Chip Gettler, just hit 1,000 subs. So congrats.
Oh, yeah, congratulations, Chip.
Congrats, Chip.
Yes, Chip. And more importantly, Chip, I'm going to look into the camera for this one. You're welcome.
And let's not forget Pokey Rob is pushing for a K.
Poker Rob,
Yep.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Poker Rob sending out him dressed as Saint Nick, I guess.
Yeah.
His mustache. So.
Love it.
Yeah. All right. So, doctor stuff aside, how's everybody been? I mean, you stay away from for 2 weeks, and it's like you feel kind of lost.
Yeah. Yeah. I got the jitters. Like, I got nervous for the first time in a while before the show, because you get used to it. You get in the.
Is it because of me?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah,
A little bit. I always want to hear you laugh, because it's always good when you laugh, Rosko.
I know. We were just saying that about 22. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Good laughs, good people.
Mm-hmm.
And I think some of my hardest laughs have been because of this YouTube thing.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It still cracks me up. Tomorrow, the Legion has his community hangout, and we were on there a few weeks ago, right before C3, and of course, Mad Spidey's on there, and we all know it's pretty late at the nighttime for the Australian people. Yep. And then Mark just came out and said, "I would donate to hear somebody pinch her nose." I lost, I felt lightheaded. I didn't know where I could mute myself. And it was just one of those things. Or if, it's a random Tuesday night, you turn on the YouTube and all of a sudden you see half-naked men, some in horse masks, singing songs. It's just one of those things.
You never know.
Just one of those things. He's taking shots.
Tell me about him. He's lucky he won. I think I'm out now, but
getting close to the end.
Don't get me started on sports ball, guys. It's the World Cup. The World Cup that counts, not the one that you play.
USA, baby. USA, baby.
You had a big win yesterday. Didn't Argentina win yesterday over Poland?
Yeah, I think so. But I don't partake. So each time the games were on, I was taking a nap.
2-0.
Man.
They beat Poland. I mean, is there a heightened sense of joy?
Oh yeah, well, it was every World Cup, the country stands still with each game.
Mm.
It's a sight to behold, and uh, uh, they get crazy, man. I mean, I think it happens with every passion, even more so with sports. The people get really agitated. One of the news that we heard before, the day before the game with Poland, no, with Mexico, was that there was Saturday, this past Saturday, that in Qatar there was uh, two groups of Argentinians and Mexicans fighting on a bus. So how come you spend all that money to go to the other end of the world to act like a troglodyte and bash each other over a soccer game? Dude, people be crazy.
Oh yeah, and their main like message, which is like crazy, also is like stop racism. I mean,
Yeah.
because it gets horrible. I mean,
Mm.
horrible. So I mean, it's crazy overseas more than it is here. I know that, but again, I can't wait. World Cup's coming here.
Yeah, it'll be here in Dallas the next time around.
Yep. That's gonna be-
Yeah, it's always been. You always hear stuff about referees getting killed. Documentaries showed many times. The term hooliganism, I think, has started because of that. It's just
Yeah.
rival people coming to another team's hometown and just
Beating each other to a pulp.
yeah. But I think that's just it's not a trigger. What's the word I'm looking for? It's an outlet for a whole bunch of other stuff.
Yeah, I think we need more wars probably so that people can go and kill each other with a sense of purpose other than soccer. I'm not serious, of course. Who the fuck needs more war? Let's beat each other over soccer. I think that's best. But I think it's part of the circus, you know? It's part of the spectacle, the opium for the masses. You get it's. I think we talked about this. It's the negative part of being in an angry mob, a mindless mob. There's a positive. You don't get to think. You don't get to take decisions. You're not responsible for anything because you're part of a mob mentality. But then again, you're part of a mob mentality, and the mob tends to do pitchforky stuff.
Pitchfork. Yeah, I don't know which logo. I don't really pay attention honestly. And the nicest people even go and get into it.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
So
Canadians. Tell you.
you never know. They're probably
Can you imagine a riot in Vancouver? Sorry. We're coming through.
not sorry.
Sorry.
Not sorry.
Sorry.
I have to work on
Sorry.
the Australian accent took up too much of my time. I have to
Sorry.
concentrate on my Canadian one.
But you mastered the Australian.
I did. I am the premier, not this guy, the premier Australian accent in the comic book community.
Would you dare to share, Nick?
All right. I mean, no, I'll save it for Spidey's around.
The all right was good.
All right. Crikey. See, there you go. Yeah, you just follow along the beat of anybody else's drum. And I guess such is modern life nowadays.
Oh, nice one, Nick.
But
Very nice.
yeah, I mean that could be taken a whole lot of different ways. Modern life, you can compare it now. Like I'll see these Instagram posts where these little kids go up to mailboxes and they don't know what they are, how to work them. They'll see
That's some bullshit.
They'll see some rotary phones and don't know. Like I know if my son were to see a mailbox, he wouldn't know. He wouldn't know what to
But
do.
dude, why not a mailbox? I mean, a mailbox is still used nowadays. A rotary phone, I get it because no one in their right mind still uses a rotary phone or even either a landline. Well, I have a landline that never rings, luckily, but I don't own a rotary phone.
It rings right now.
Oh, that would be creepy, dude.
Stop ringing.
That would be creepy. Yeah, I used to hate when the phone rings. Now that you get to customize your ringtone, that's a whole new level of comfort because it rings the way you want it to ring, and that's a really good thing.
But the
Because,
funny thing
for
is,
example,
a lot of the people use the old timey rings for it now. That's the funny thing. You'll
well,
hear like the
Oh
rotary.
yeah, yeah.
that's a choice.
It is.
That
That's true.
for me, it's Jarvis. I'm sorry
Is
to
it?
interrupt, but there is an incoming call.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's fancy.
wanna
that's
hear-
my
you-
ringtone.
You want to hear what my ringtone is?
Yeah,
I think I might know.
not for the wife. The wife I know.
No, the wife.
ringtone for
Yeah, the wife is specific. But my general ringtone is.
Oh yes, God, I love it. Oh, I love that movie.
For those who don't know, that is the immortal Kung Pao Enter the Fist, and this is my text tone.
I'll take a pound of nuts. That's a lot of nuts.
Oh my gosh, that's great.
That'll be $4, baby. You want fries with that?
Yes, that's the whole thing. Yeah, you got the whole one.
Yeah.
So whenever it's quiet, and you're in the most not safe for work kind of area, that's when my phone goes off and my text go off. And I also have, it's all based on that one. I have one from my best friend, and it's all from that movie. It's all from that movie. If you have not seen it, it's not a great movie, but by far it is one of the most quotable.
I think it's a great C movie because it's not even a B movie.
It might be a D movie.
Oh, I thought I went straight to the back of the alphabet with a Z. And
Oh,
said,
Z. I like the Z.
an Australian would say. How about you, Rosko?
Huh?
What's your ringing?
Mine-
What's your ringing?
Mine's just the beep beep, but about the stupid Apple one. I never changed it. I don't know. Mine's just that. I don't even know how it goes.
You don't
Nobody
even care.
calls me.
Yeah, let's see. Let's
Nobody
call Rosko
calls.
right now and see what his ringtone is.
No one fucking calls me.
That's fine.
Not
Go
even
ahead.
to sell you bullshit, because the only people that call me is people who want to sell me something. No one else calls me anymore.
Or
It's
once.
the Apple tone. I used to have great ones, like oh man, like the beginning of like a Red Hot Chili Pepper song. Like one of those like riffs. Yeah, like I used to have a bunch of those for different people, so those were cool. Because their intros were just really dope.
Yeah, I've been trying to
Yeah.
figure out how to get that Mark Rebillet, get the fuck, bitch, get the fuck out of bed when he doesn't.
Oh, get the fuck out of bed, bitch, go.
I'm trying to get that as my alarm. I haven't figured out how to do it yet, but
That's a good one. I did have I had something for the longest time, and it was from Step Brothers, and it was it was something John C. Reilly said. Now I can't remember what it was now. Crap.
yeah,
Damn.
that Instagram is like, Robert better not get in my face.
Yeah.
Oh,
I love
roundhouse
Step
ass.
I love Step Brothers. That's such a great movie.
Ignacio is looking at us Americans like,
Okay,
No.
guess what? Lost audio again. I don't know. I need to step up my tech game, dude. Be right back.
Yeah.
He would have had 2 weeks off. He would have squared this away, Roscoe.
It's okay. It's Iggy. It's all right. But yeah, I but I never really like I think as I got older, I kind of just like left it. Like it was just like I'm not gonna change it. But I used to have like them all the time. Like I had them all set for different people. But
Yeah. You used to have to be. You can. I don't know if you can still buy them. Probably you can still buy them.
yeah,
But for me,
Probably,
is anytime I was able to, I always like it's one of the first things when I do get a new phone. It's like I always have to. I always have to
Mess
set
with
my
it.
wife up with that warning. It's the wife warning from my wife,
Warning.
my mother, and my boss. So when those,
The warning you should get is from The Office. When Kevin yells it, he's like, "Warning! Warning! Warning!" There's a scene where he's like, he just screams it. He's like, "How do we know when he's coming?" He goes, "We need to say something." And he's like, "I don't know." He's like, "Warning!" He just starts yelling, "Warning!"
another classic show.
Oh yeah.
And I still maintain that prison mic over your shoulder is perfectly placed and eerily haunting me. It's like a very jealous guy in the background just watching the show go on, watch whatever you do go on, and just
Yeah, I love a friend of mine. Actually, I don't know if you ever seen her in the chats. Layla Shea cosplay.
oh yeah.
She's the one who actually sent me that.
Prison Mike.
Yeah, I'm Prison Mike.
One of the greatest shows to ever grace the television.
Yeah, and to think, it's funny that, actually, going back into modern life, I think that show would definitely have been canceled for a couple. They wouldn't be able to say a lot of the stuff that they say now.
Oh, it couldn't get made today.
No.
Couldn't get made. A lot of the shows couldn't get made.
Yeah, but that one had, I mean, there was some, like, if you ever watched, like, the earlier episodes where he's with Oscar, and, like, it's just like, people would be like, yeah, but everyone loves the show, though. So, I mean, I don't get it.
That moment where he kisses him, which was totally unscripted, is still one of the best moments.
I love Oscar's like, he's making that noise as he's kissing him, and then he's like, I did it.
He sounds like he's gonna cry.
Yeah. I did it.
Yeah, and then to watch him on something, I just watched Steve Carell, like Space Force wasn't that good on Netflix, and then The Patient with Domhnall Gleeson, I did not like it all.
Really? I thought it was.
I had hoped for something weird to happen.
Is it a comedy?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. The ending, I was like, but I mean, I thought it was okay. It was a different role. I thought the kids. I think that kid, or that he's not a kid. That guy, man, he's a pretty good actor. I think, like, and I can see him playing a villain in the future, like maybe in like a future Batman, maybe a Scarecrow, or.
I thought you were doing a play on words there. In a galaxy a long time ago.
No.
Far away.
I'm the spy.
But no, I'm surprised. Yeah, like I said, I guess it was okay. I guess I liked it all the way up until the end. I guess.
I kept waiting for something to happen, and that nothing ever did.
Dude, a good ending can make or break a movie. You can have a lousy movie, but with a good ending, it saves it all. And you can have an amazing movie with a crappy ending, and it's all for a waste.
Yeah.
Like, for example, it's not a movie that I like, but I understand the value of the movie Interstellar by Christopher Nolan. I hated it. I have to be honest. I fell asleep in the movie theater 3 times in the first hour. So I was badly predisposed during the whole movie. I don't know why I didn't leave, but because I was with friends. But in the end of the movie, when the key to everything is love, what? Come on, that's even worse
Spoiler
than
alert.
falling asleep.
Yeah, I haven't seen it since it came out. And I just recently watched something on YouTube. I forget what it was that explained some of the physics theories behind it. But yeah,
Yeah.
I want to give it another shot. Maybe not.
And I liked Interstellar. I saw it a few times actually, and I was actually a fan. Sorry, Iggy, but I
No,
thought it
no.
was
I mean, I understand. I know I'm of the few that didn't like the movie. As a matter of fact, Interstellar made me not watch Tenet. I didn't watch Tenet after watching Interstellar, but I saw the other one that's the war movie. What's the name of that one?
1917.
I don't remember. It's a movie that's it's three different timelines. It's a day, an hour, and a week, something like that. It's an Nolan movie. Uh,
Was it
Dunkirk.
by Dunkirk?
Dunkirk.
Yeah.
I like that one.
That one,
Dunkirk. I liked.
that
I
one
didn't
was
see that one. That had Angelina Jolie.
I don't think so.
No,
I think it was a sausage party.
Yeah, it
Oh.
was Tom Hardy was in that movie, wasn't he?
Tom Hardy is it's a pilot in the movie. Yeah.
Remy.
I have to go against the Latin lover stereotype, Remy.
It's actually pretty good. I think in 2023, Cocaine
was-
Bear is going to blow all of you.
Yo, Cocaine Bear looks so dope. I am 100% down for that movie.
Ignacio,
I don't know what you're talking about.
all right, let's risk the copyright strike and let's have Ignacio react to
Yes,
Cocaine Bear.
yes.
Okay,
Oh,
let's do
man.
this.
Coming,
This is an indie comic book that I would buy in a heartbeat if this was a comic book. Like that's why I was
okay,
like, what, this is a movie?
Like shirtless bear fighter or something like that.
Well, that one's wild. That's really out
Yeah.
there. Like that's too. But this, I mean, almost. It's. I mean, it's
Okay,
You
okay.
have to see it. You have to see it. I love Shirtless Bear Fighter, by the way.
so for those who haven't seen yet, here it is. Cocaine Bear in theaters 2023.
What? Are you guys there? Did I lost audio again?
I'm here, but I don't have sound.
Oh,
either.
okay. I
Yeah.
don't know. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Oh, yeah, we have good actors. Okay.
Yeah.
What? Oh, Ray Liotta? Oh God. No way. Oh, dude. Yeah, it's Han Solo.
That's Homeboy from Modern Family. That guy.
Jesse Tyler Ferguson.
Yeah. I can't believe all the people in this.
Holy shit. So it's basically a horror movie of a bear that eats cocaine.
Did you catch the bear snorting the line off that guy's leg?
Dude, oh yeah.
Like what? Yo, I'm telling you, dude.
Avengers moment in 3, 2, 1.
Oh my gosh. Yo, a bear who takes cocaine and just goes wild.
Berserk. Yeah. Goes bear.
I just realized that was Tormund at the end, the hiker.
Oh,
Oh,
was it really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of weird movies. Like a lot of actors you don't expect to see in that movie are in that movie.
Like Ray
yeah,
Liotta?
but
Leo, that might
with
be
cocaine.
with his last.
It better
Can
be
you
a good
imagine, though?
one.
That's that. Hey, what's Ray Liotta's last movie? I think it was Cocaine Bear. Oh, okay. Just wanted to, like.
Is that like a
Well-
period piece in the 80s? It's like, no.
Well, at least it's not Street Fighter like Raul Julia's last movie. Then was a bad one to go out on.
Yeah. C'est la vie. C'est la vie.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I
I think it
this-
looks cool. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I said, if it was a comic book, like I probably would. I'd probably read that indie book, like a bear that is high on cocaine, just ripping people apart.
Now I want to know what part of the story is the part that inspired the true events that inspired this story, because I can totally see a bear finding a stash in the woods and eating it all up.
Motherfucking snakes on a plane.
Yeah,
So that's-
Yeah.
so wait.
maybe it needs
I never saw
Samuel Jackson.
Really?
I never.
You
saw
don't
that.
need. You don't need
Yeah,
to.
I figured that. Yeah, I figured that.
I haven't seen it either.
The trailers.
You don't need. You don't need to see either Snakes on a Plane, Titanic, Avatar.
I don't know. I think
Movie.
Titanic. You have to see Titanic. That's a. That
No.
is, yeah,
No,
here-
I
see,
said
this
we-
is why you Iggy. This is where's the hashtag again? Iggy hates love. Where is this? Where's that? Your heart won't go on, Iggy. We already know Nick's heart won't go on, but will your heart not go on?
Oh no, I will never see Titanic again
You know what I
unless
really?
under
I want
pressure.
to see. I want to see someone play the flute when it's like the beginning of that song, like.
On a cocaine bear.
Yeah. Oh man.
No, it would the incentive would have to be very big to endure Titanic again. I didn't enjoy it. I mean, it's a perfectly good movie. It's amazingly done, but I don't like it. And the fact that I don't like it doesn't mean it's a bad movie. I mean, it probably tells more about my taste and the fact that I hate love than anything else.
Dang. My fan is just looking from a greedy perspective. Who throws millions and millions of dollars down the water? Who does that?
I don't know.
Just a senile lady. Because
yeah.
old lady.
Years.
Yeah.
No, I don't think that's Titanic.
Oh no.
Not Titanic.
That would make it more interesting.
Even though I don't doubt there's that version that does exist somewhere.
Oh, there's definitely
Oh yes, Tit Annex.
Titanic. Is what it's called.
Oh yes. Yes.
He is the goat. He is the goat.
Yes.
He's
All
a
right.
jerk in that movie.
Are there any
Oh,
other?
the best Billy Zane movie for me is the Phantom.
Mm,
Oh, easy. Yeah. Phantom.
Zoolander.
Riding on a horse, bro.
yeah.
Going through the jungle and
Yeah.
stuff, man. Come on.
Yeah. Speaking of crappy good movies, how about the Shadow movie? It's a very 90s movie. Have you seen it?
The Shadow with
Alec
With the
Baldwin.
ring? Yeah, with the ring. Or am I?
Yeah, no, he has he has a red scarf, a big nose, and he has a dagger and two Colt 45s.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let's take a moment to recognize the Bada Boom podcast has hit 600.
congratulations.
I had hoped I unsubbed because of my complete dislike for Flo Dameron, but
Yeah.
my hope was that it would stick at $5.99 and then he would need me. But yeah, somebody do that.
Haters don't need anyone, and Flo Dameron, if he is something, he's a hater, consummated hater.
Hey,
Hey, hey, hey, hey, hey, hey,
there you go.
Yes.
Leave it up to
Like
Drag
one of
his own unique perspective to things. Like
Drag wants me to draw him as one of my alien girls because I don't draw French girls. Well, I have drawn a couple of alien girls in suggested positions.
Oh.
But that's a story for another day.
In another channel.
No. We can. It sounds like I would like to actually get into your former illustrations, but I think that's our own separate episode.
Okay.
No.
I
Anything
follow
else?
your lead.
Anything else you want to hit on as far as modern life goes?
Oh yeah, of course. The obvious pun was Rosko's modern life.
Oh.
That was just it. That's immediately what came to me. Then again, it can be taken so many different ways because, for example, I just took a little trip vacation, and that's part of modern life. In the elden times, there wasn't such a thing as vacation, as tourism. That's some kind of new bullshit we invented.
But your form of transportation was decidedly olden times.
Oh yeah. It was modern. The train was modern, but the performance was like some bullshit from another century. It took us like I would need to do the distance translation, but it's like 1.5. It's basically 400 kilometers, which I think it would be roughly 800 miles. And it took us, it usually takes 5.5, 6 hours to do the trip. And it took us 9 hours.
Modern travel.
And that was some intense bullshit. Imagine that with a baby crying like a motherfucker because it was hot. I mean, there was air conditioning, but it was so hot outside that there wasn't air conditioning that was killing that heat.
400 kilometers, you said?
Yeah.
248 miles.
Oh, it's like 0.5. No, 1.5. I never know how to multiply it or.
Still, with a crying kid and technical problems, yeah, could feel like 600 miles.
Yeah. No, it wasn't. But then again, the whole trip was kind of sucky for me.
I see what you did there, John.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, John.
Oh yeah, definitely. Of sweetener. That's what they use. They don't feed the cocaine to the bear.
What? Why not?
Because they're cheap.
They're keeping it for themselves.
Exactly. I mean, that's what I would do.
I'm seeing Elliot from True Romance driving up the Pacific Coast Highway with a white nose. Girl being stopped by the cops. But,
dude, that was a sudden ending for a movie. I remember that. I love those things Tarantino does with the strong build up and the sudden end. That impossible to avoid shootout and immediately everyone is dead. I think that the one I love the most is the Hateful Eight in that aspect because
Oh.
you have 3 hours of build up. It's like almost a theater play, and the continuity is perfect. It's on point, and it's tense, and then it all blows up in a beautiful way.
The Mexican standoff.
Yeah. The other movie that is not Tarantino but that did it very well was the one Women, the with Jack Nicholson and what's that movie? One is an undercover cop in the mob,
Oh,
and the other one is a mobster.
The Departed.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Oh, dude,
The
again.
Departed.
Be right back.
That
The
was
Departed. That's a good one. That's a Scorsese.
Yeah, Scorsese.
Yeah, Scorsese. Yeah, he's great too. But Quentin Tarantino, man, I just saw a little interview with him, and he says that he gives some of the characters, like the actor knows their background, but the audience doesn't. And so what happens is everyone watches a movie differently because everyone puts a different perspective on that character, and because for example, he used remember Brad Pitt's character in Inglourious Bastards?
Mm-hmm.
Remember he had that like rope burn around his neck?
Yep.
They never explained that at all in the movie. And so what happened was he goes, your interpretation may be different why he got it, hers, his, it doesn't matter. Like he goes, and the thing is that people give, and he goes, that's what I would like to do with my movies is have a different perspective on different characters in my movie and where people put their own spin. And I was like, dude, that's ingenious. That is so freaking cool.
Yeah, because you think he had the case in Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, exactly. That's another one they said. Yep.
Right. Beatrix Kiddo's name in Kill Bill.
Yeah.
A few other ones.
Yeah. Isn't that cool? Like I thought that was so neat. I was like, he goes, so everyone puts their own spin on like the movie, and he goes, I love that. I love doing that. And I was like, I don't think I've ever heard anyone do that, and I think that is so freaking cool.
Was that the Segura interview?
I don't. Someone just sent it to me. Shout out Chicago Schultze. Sent it to me, and I was like, yo, this is dope. Yeah, he just sent it to me, so I just saw it like I think yesterday. So.
Yeah, I think it would probably be Two Bears, One Cave with Tom Segura and Quentin Tarantino. It's the name of the show. I swear.
It's with with Bert, right? Isn't Bert on that show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's been having
I love that show.
Special guest hosts, and this time around was Tarantino.
Oh yeah, maybe it was that one. I think it may have been that interview because that was recent.
Yeah, I think it's the most recent one, long form interview that he did.
Yeah, Bert,
Tarantino. Yeah,
go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was going to wax poetic on how Tarantino makes you involved in the movie and makes you put yourself in. You decide the stakes basically in those situations. What's in the case, what's the name, why is it hidden? It makes you go a little bit further than not any other movie, but most other movies. You were going to say something about Bird, and I think that's probably most interesting.
It's all right, no worries. But yeah, I actually he used to do a show before he became really big. He did a show on the Travel Channel where he would go to different theme parks, amusement parks, and
was that Bert the Conqueror?
Yeah, Bert the Conqueror. That was it. And I was at Ventures, Island of Adventures, and he was there with that whole film crew one time, and they were filming in the Simpsons area, and so they were filming in Moe's. They have an actual Moe's
of
bar.
Course.
Moe's Tavern. Mm-hmm.
Moe's Tavern, yeah. And so they were in there, and so, but I remember taking pictures and stuff. But the crew was huge. I was like, is this show really that big? I was like, but it was, but it was funny because, it was during like a weekday. So a lot of times during the weekday, if you go to like these amusement parks, a lot of the people are foreign. So there's like a lot of there's a lot of foreigners during the day, like on a Tuesday. So the thing is that they know that a lot of people won't, like, I guess maybe not recognize them and bother them. And let me tell you something, no one bothered them at all. Like, they just walked through and people were just like, oh, hey, cool. Like, like, but I'm like, hey, oh man, what's up? I don't really watch the show, but what's up, Bert? Like,
Ignacio, could you imagine a room with Bert, Roscoe, and 22 comics laughing at something?
Oh no, I would pee myself. I would wear an adult diaper,
right?
Just in case.
Full circle, right back.
Yeah, see, that's how you try it around. Nice callback. That's like being in a room full of cute puppies. It's just like overload.
Yeah. It would be too much. Oh yeah, I would roll on the floor and let them smother me with love, because I don't hate love, but I hate some other things that use love as an excuse.
Just love from humans. From animals is okay. From puppies is okay.
That sounded creepy.
My pet Rosko.
That's right.
Is that one of the lines from Cocaine Bear?
It could be.
The one with the bear love? Okay.
That's going to be such a weird movie. I think it's going to be this year's or this decade's Sharknado, I think.
Yes.
Please no. Sharknado is too much. It's too much. I understand the cheese factor, and I appreciate it, but it's not a good movie. No. Maybe Cocaine Bear can be a good movie because it can be a dark comedy based on true events. Maybe there was a bear that found a stash of cocaine and ended up taking it and killing, going on a rampage. Could you imagine a monster like that on cocaine?
No, that's why I think it's gonna be. I think that'd be wild. Yeah. But it's funny because, like I was saying, I really thought that would I'm surprised that wasn't a comic book first.
Well, apparently it was life first.
Oh yeah, I guess yeah. If it was true, yeah, if it's true events. I mean, I could see that if people drop it from if they're going to, if people are flying and they have to land, and if they're if they're searched, maybe they do have a drop off somewhere like, hey, you need to go pick this up. I think that's what happens in the movie. That's what they do is they drop it off in the middle of the woods, and they pin the location, and they're supposed to go get it. But I mean, I guess you don't account for a 5,000-pound bear.
Being a cocaine addict. Yeah.
I need my pig in this basket.
Look at my big nigga basket.
Yeah.
It could be a terrible movie, but just some things put it over the top. I mean, Kung Pao is not a great movie, but
no, but
it's impossible. You'll never make it. 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 You'll never make it. Never. Don't you see? You can make it.
And to watch it, it's completely terrible. But just the beauty of all the lines.
But it's terrible on purpose, and that has its own merit. Like Sharknado, it's bad on purpose.
When I first saw that movie and that opening line or that opening scene, where it's like the baby's like fighting, but then when the baby goes and it's rolling down the hill, and then the lady picks it up, and she's like, "Oh, hello, baby," and then she's like, "Okay, bye-bye," and then she pushes it. No, I lost my mind. I lost my mind first time I saw the movie because I was just like, because she's like, oh, what a beautiful baby. She's like fixing it. It's like, oh, beautiful baby, and then she's like, okay, bye bye, and it's just throws off the next cliff. I'm like, yo, oh man, I lost it. I was like, dude, this is one of my favorites of all time.
And Ignacio, you've never seen Kung Pao?
What? Compound?
You've never
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen it. And it's so the guy that did it is the creator of Jimmy Neutron from Nickelodeon, and he bought the rights for that movie, and he basically did it all by himself. He edited himself into the movie. Hey, Kyle. And I think I saw it, and I'm not 100% in for those movies, but I think the part that reeled me in for good is when he stick out his tongue, and his tongue has a face, and he goes,
Yeah,
and okay, you won.
and then it winks. It's like, yo,
And when he fights the cow, that's a really good part.
Beats up on the others. Machete don't text.
how about when they're in the middle of the field and it's like, vroom, 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 vroom. Yo, that I'm telling you, if you've not seen Kung Pao Enter the Fist, it's horribly amazing, is what it is. It's not a great movie, but the quotes and just the things that happen is so ridiculous off the wall that it's just like you laugh because you're like, that's not what, like,
you laugh because it's
you
ridiculous.
can get off of us now. Hello.
Holy crap, did he just punch a hole through this guy's chest?
Oh, that's like impossible. I mean, there's organs and all kinds of blood and bones. Yo, I love when he goes, would you say 1 million? And then he's talking, and then he's like, I want to. Remember when the moth chokes on the moth? Yo, I'm telling you, if you've not seen this movie, please see this movie. It's so freaking.
Go see it.
Your clothes are red. Now your clothes are black. Oh, good one, Master Tang. Yo,
dude,
that is my jam.
All right, so that is that is our triple Ignacio sexy suggestion for the week.
Yes.
Go watch Kung Pao Into the Fist.
Yeah, exactly. Go do that.
Yep. John says Sharknado's still king.
I mean, they're like in Sharknado 6, 7. I don't know. Have they traveled to space yet? I mean,
Sharknado on the moon.
All right, and we'll use that as a segue to hoping that the big Sharknado battles space races.
Yes,
because you know that it's always rearing its ugly head, and above all, cocaine up bears, natural disasters with sharks in them. Space racism trumps them all.
Yeah.
So it's coming.
Still, don't go giving cocaine to the bear, please.
Yeah. Or any animal for that. Their little hearts can't take it.
True.
Yeah, that's right. You're right.
I know from experience.
Poor fishes.
That's not fish food. Whoops. Oh no, that's not the fish food.
On that note, we're gonna get out of here. Mr. Rosko, what do you have coming up?
You can catch me on Monday nights at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time over on Geek Out with Rosko, where I will be doing Between the Lines with my man TM Nerdy. Chris is still out. Chris is still out.
The ringtone.
That's an alarm. That's an alarm.
Oh, that's a ringtone. We won.
All right, that's a horrible ringtone. No, but Chris is still out. He's got a little baby boy. If you want to see him,
Congratulations, Chris.
he did make an appearance with Joseph on Between the Lines, our last show. So
Nice.
that was fun. But yeah, check me out over at Geek Out with Roscoe Between the Lines, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I'll have Tricky Trapster on. If you don't know
Nice.
Tricky Trapster, awesome artist. Let me tell you, in this community. So if you don't know, you gotta get to know. I guarantee you, once you see what he has, we don't have a theme yet. I'm still waiting for him. My hamster didn't stop running. Oh, he's gone now. He was in one of those little balls, the little hamster balls, and he went on. See ya.
Powered all of Montreal. Just a little sniff.
This movie is gonna be a big success.
Yeah. So
Oh,
speaking of which, between the lines, it means in between the paper lines, not in between the cocaine lines, as we've been speaking.
Well, I mean,
It can be.
and who knows what's
Whatever
going to
you
happen on
need
that
to
show.
do with the pen.
But I was going to say is that I am making a new short video, and I'm excited for it. The one that I did, I don't know if anyone's watched it, though. The one that I did with Homegirl as Shrek in the backyard is, dude, let me tell you something.
I that video.
I'm getting 100 likes a day on it.
Dude,
it's unreal. Like
awesome.
I think I'm at like 1,500 likes. It's unreal. I'm just like, what is going on here?
That's the power of Shrek, baby.
Yeah, but I put it on YouTube and got like 40 views. I put it on Instagram. It's already got like 16,000 views or 15,000, something crazy. I'm like, but anyway, I'm gonna be making a new short, and I'm oh man, it's gonna be funny as hell. I'm laughing already thinking about it. So just keep an eye out for that. So appreciate everyone. Thank you so much. Love this community. Love you, Nick. Love you, Iggy. You guys are just absolutely amazing. Love the show.
We love you too, man.
You guys are so awesome. I truly appreciate you having me on here and giving me the opportunity to just hang out and have a good time. So thank you.
No, appreciate it.
Thank
dude.
you for joining us.
Yeah, one of the, if not top 3 most lovable guys in the comic book community.
Iggy, I know. Look at him.
No, you, dude. You.
For
Do you
sure.
have Louis? No, because I say things that made me make people say create a hashtag that say EE hates love. So that's on me. That's lovable.
What's
At
really
your level.
Yeah, what's really amazing is he has not brought up pegging one time this show.
Oh well,
he's had it stowed up for 2 weeks and he's not mentioned it once. So
because my hemorrhoids are bothering me.
All right, we're back. Check us out next week. We may have another special guest next week too.
Excellent.
But as usual,
this is the international sign for fisting. If you don't know, yeah.
Is there a TM question this week?
No TM question this week.
Okay. Right.
Unless he wants to come on live right now and spot it to us.
All right. I was curious. I wasn't sure. So
no, we always thank Travis for his mind-numbing, boggling questions, thought-provoking questions, and we always appreciate him coming out and doing that for us. So thank you, Travis.
Thank you, Travis. You're the Beard Bros, and it's really appreciated what you bring to the table.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you for we just had you on. If anyone hasn't seen, we just had Iggy on just a couple weeks ago, and that was a fantastic show over on TM Nerdy's channel. I am going to have really Iggy on probably in the future here soon. I can't wait also. So it's going to be. I'm excited. So, but yeah, if anybody wants to, if you're watching, if anybody wants to be a guest, reach out to me or Travis, and we'll be more than happy to fit you in. So,
it's a really fun show to do.
For sure. But I'll tell you, Rosko, nobody reaches out. They want you to reach out to them. So it's all a pride thing. I would say the same thing, but we may be reaching out to a few guests in the near future. So nobody takes it upon themselves. But thanks, guys. Good to be back.
Bye.
Thank you guys. Love the chat. Thank you guys for coming up, stirring up the chat. And we'll talk to you next week. Bye.
Happy December. Bye.
Let me see it. Oh, shit. Oh. Y'all see that?
So, Tyler, do you want to build a snowman? to blow away all night. It doesn't have to be a snowman. It can be me.
I'll be clipping that too.